Hotel Echo Lima, Lima, Oscar. Good evening from London, England. I know I'm nearly 2 hours late, but you know what they say, better late than never. From your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG Reppin', otherwise short for Delhi London Guna, Space, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Papa, Indigo November. This is another DLG Reppin' daily transfer news involving all things to do with Arsenal Football Club. And before I get going, yeah, make sure you smash the thumbs up like button at home or wherever you're watching it, yeah? Make sure you share this channel abundantly all over the world, especially to your friends and your relatives, yeah? And if you're watching for the first time, welcome on board. Just share it amongst your friends and relatives and tell them to make sure they share it amongst their friends and relatives. Keep this channel growing, yeah? The comment section, you know what it's all about, yeah? Or the chat. You can drop a question. You can drop a question. Let me know how you feel about Arsenal's transfer dealings, whether it's a satisfying summer transfer window so far, or we could do more. I feel that we can do more personally, but drop it in the comment section below or in the chat. Remember, positive feedback belongs in the chat or comment section, yeah? And make sure you subscribe to the channel, yeah? Get the subscribe numbers pushing, yeah? I want 1,000 subscribers, so get subscribing, and I will do my best to upgrade this lovely channel by StreamYard. On top of that, yeah, if you do subscribe, I'll shout you out, yeah? And you help me by subscribing, I'll help you by being consistently on time. And I do apologize that I'm nearly 2 hours late. So on top of that, yeah, let's get into the transfer dealings, or should I say transfer rumours going on with Arsenal Football Club. It's a lot of talk, and that's all it is. A lot of talk, a lot of interest, and definitely many are links more than ever before. So Gabriel Jesus, yesterday, the video was linked. Leaked. Pictures of him walking around the Emirates Stadium, dressed up in a full Arsenal kit. He had these stylish trainers on, which looked like from a distance. But my word, it hasn't been announced on Sky Sports News. Why wouldn't it be announced on Sky Sports News? I just don't understand. Can anyone tell me? Can anyone put it in the chat? What is going on? On top of that, yeah, he has signed. Obviously, the deal has been agreed, £45 million, with the fact that he had 1 year left of his contract at Manchester City, the champions of England. And on top of that, yeah, personal terms were agreed. He's on 200 to 220,000 a week contract, 5-year deal, I believe. So his agent will be, you know, taking his fair share of the cut on his wages. So wow. But the main thing is he's come to be a number 9, and that's what we want. We want a quality, proven number 9, and I think Gabriel Jesus is much of the upgrade on Eddie Nketiah. That will get fans excited, and excited, should I say? And he already improves that part of our team. Now, the other parts of the team that needs to be improved is the midfield area. We've got enough wingers. If we go and get a Serge Gnabry as an alternative to Rafinha, so let's do that deal. The guy has always spoken highly about Arsenal, and he's always been consistent in what he has said about Arsenal. And speaking of consistency, that is the case with Serge Gnabry with Bayern Munich. The fans adore him, although at this current precise moment of time, I'm hearing, I'm going by what I've been hearing, that Bayern Munich are angry with him because he has not decided to extend his contract with the Bavarian club. However, that gives Arsenal the opportunity to monitor his situation. But I want Arsenal to go in with a bid and put that on the table. And if they're serious, they need to stop mucking about, because I'm fed up of them mucking about. because we could be losing another target to a rival. I'll get to that in a minute. But Serge Gnabry, he's available between 35 to 40 million. Arsenal, get the deal done. Just get the deal done. We haven't got time to play about. In a couple of weeks' time from now, we've got pre-season action. And believe me, I don't want to go into pre-season, with more or less the same team that failed in the last 3 games of last season. And that involves missing out on top 4. So, the next target I'm going to talk about is Lisandro Martinez. Now, I don't know whether Arsenal have submitted that 3rd bid, but I do know we're in a battle with Manchester United for his signature. And yes, the player has worked under Ten Hag for up to a couple of years, for argument's sakes. And he would know what Ten Hag's all about and what he demands. Now, the valuation is meant to be up to 45 million. Now, Arsenal are prepared to pay 40 million plus add-ons. I don't see what is wrong with that. But again, I don't know whether the bid has been submitted. If you've got any ideas, then drop it in the comment section below, Arsenal fans. The other alternative to Gnabry potentially is Noah Lang. Now, we heard some stuff about. I've heard some stuff about him, about his behaviour at times, how arrogant he can be, full of himself, and a disruptive influence in the changing room. Now, that's the sort of guy Mikel Arteta will not sign. Let's be frank. He couldn't handle Guendouzi's attitude, all because Guendouzi kicked off at Brighton and told another professional footballer that he earns more money than him. That's on the pitch. Whatever gets said on the pitch stays on the pitch. But there was a fallout in Dubai, and it involved Guendouzi's behaviour being out of order, and it deteriorated. Yes, there is a way to punish him, to make him understand that he is not bigger than the football club. But Arteta, for whatever reason, he took a dislike to the guy and just put him on the transfer list, more or less. He put him on the transfer list. He said, no, I want him transfer listed. Hence the reason why he's gone to Olympique Marseille. And kudos to Marseille. They've got a hell of a quality player in Guendouzi. And I'm angry inside that we've allowed him to go. That is a character in the dressing room that you need. You need characters on that pitch who are up for a battle. And, you know, he's more or less being replaced by Fabio Vieira. And let's face it, the guy is not physically in the right condition to be a Premier League player. Week in, week out, he could get bullied off the ball. I.e., he'll be up against someone like Chetu Coyote, the Senegalese midfielder. My word, Coyote will have no problems letting him know about a London derby. And the London derbies he's experienced since his time in English football. Ex-West Ham midfielder. He may be up against Fabio Vieira, and I dread it. On the ball, they say there is some special things about him, but that's all good. That's all good and whatnot. But for me, I just don't know. But again, we don't know whether he's going to start pre-season. He should do. Then we'll get a glimpse of him. Right, let's talk about the ins. The out. Now, Pablo Mari, he is more likely to face the exit door. I think if Arsenal do succeed in bringing in Lisandro Martinez, then that would indicate an exit for Pablo Mari. Now, he's rumoured to be linked with a move to an Italian club, I believe. He was at Udinese on loan, and he did quite well. Maybe Udinese will come in with a reasonable offer. Arsenal are going to hold out for whatever they want to hold out for. You know, they are stubborn in terms of the transfer dealings. They are stubborn. But if we get Lisandro Martinez, that will indicate the career, well, the end of the road for Pablo Mari in terms of his Arsenal career. I don't think he'll have a chance even on the bench. Granit Xhaka, now that's an individual that we need to move on from. Now, signing Yuri Tillemans would put end to him, or the alternative to Yuri Tillemans, for whatever some reason, should be Fabian Ruiz. Now, he's been spoken about by the fans more than the representative at the top of the club. I get that. But for me, we need an upgrade on Granit Xhaka. I can't make it any plain and simple than that. You know, I've explained my reasons about Granit Xhaka, and I don't feel that he can elevate us to the levels that we want to be. And a question from Jordan Kendall. Shout out to Jordan here. How are you today, mate? Hope you are well, mate. Question for you. Who do you think has the best transfer window so far, and why? Well, if I'm being honest, so far, it's a scum across the road from us. Yeah, the team that we love to hate with a passion. You know, the scum who hasn't won FA for 14 years and over and counting. But they have done good business, you know. They've got themselves Richarlison today for 60 million, yeah? Or yesterday, whenever that was confirmed. They're on the brink of signing Jed Spence. If you look at their signings, they are making a statement for at least top 3 finish. Who else have they signed? Tottenham. I know they've signed someone else. Oh, they have signed some. They've signed a goalkeeper, and plus, they've made another signing as well. Not at right back. Bazuma, 25 million. That is a hell of a snip. I mean, they are having a good transfer window, and Antonio Conte, with the attraction of Antonio Conte, is one thing, but the attraction of Champions League football is another, and they will go on and strengthen their squad at will, and why not? And they've only got 150 million to spend, but look at how they're spending their money. They will spend as much or as big as they can, and I don't wish them good luck, but it is what it is, Jordan. I don't want to be bigging up Tottenham, but the reality is they're doing business. They're strengthening their starting 11. You know, we need players like that, of that ilk, to come into the starting 11 and strengthen the areas where we need to be strengthened. Gabriel Jesus is an area that we've just strengthened up top in the middle of the front 3. Now we need to strengthen along the middle of the front 3, the midfield 3. And Granit Xhaka is a complete downgrade. Let's both be honest. Right. Big up yourself, Jordan Kendall. I think I've answered your question. Another player that I feel that needs to go out on loan, Nuno Tavares or Tavares. Now, for me, there is a good left back in him, more than a good left back in him. I just feel that he needs to learn the discipline and the art of that position, especially defensively, because his decision making at times, you'd think he left his brain down the toilet of our changing room. Seriously. Against Liverpool in that 4-0 defeat, he was definitely at fault for one of the goals. I think it was the second goal. He's got the ball at his feet, no pressure. He decides to pass back. And he has no clue that there's a Liverpool player behind him. He has no clue. Not enough for us away in the FA Cup. He nearly scores an embarrassing own goal for us. The guy defensively is woeful. Even offensively, his decision making is it's enough to really wind you up. Manchester United at home, he scores his first Premier League game. Let's be honest, he was absolutely dreadful. His whole performance was just abysmal, shockingly abysmal. And for me, he should have been taken off for Cedric Suarez, even though I don't want a right-footed player playing that left back, what he should have been taken off just to protect him. I don't know. And he gave away a penalty in that game. Thank goodness Bruno Fernandes took the penalty and just about missed. Because with Ronaldo taking it, it would have been 2-2. Oh, he's a headache at the moment. But you know what? If you get a great defensive coach to handle him, he will become a top draw left back. But for me, he's too raw. Albert Mboyo, Sambi Lokonga. Now, the fans have been talking about him going out on loan. I don't think that should be the case. I think there is a good player. I think there is a talented midfielder in him. And I'm not going to write him off. I'd rather start him ahead of Xhaka. I just think about it now. Crystal Palace away. I'd rather start him ahead of Xhaka, if I'm being honest. I don't want to see Xhaka playing for Arsenal in the first 11 ever again. Now, I don't understand why he should go out on loan. Every time he's come into the team, he hasn't done too bad. You know, he's a lot more mobile than Xhaka. In fact, I think I'm a lot more mobile than Xhaka. And I sit on my backside doing videos all the time, especially streaming. However, I feel that there's nothing to it, and Lokonga will be an Arsenal player for the foreseeable future. So let's please leave that one alone. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going to prepare for my Friday evening. So let me wrap this up and say, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Saving the best to last, as I always do. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for putting up with me. I'll be here again, maybe later on this evening, or if not this evening, definitely tomorrow morning or afternoon. That's the aim, with another stream. Until then, peace, love, and bless again. And remember, DLG Reppin'. We'll talk again. Jordan Kendall, shout out to you for asking a great question. Massive big up to yourself. And if anything, yeah, have a lovely weekend. Right. I said peace, love, and bless again. And all that I need to say is, please, just remember, please, be nice.